How we doing, everybody? Chef Joe Lester, Long Island Cuisine, Long Island Cuisine, and Bounty and Fury. Okay, so tonight I'm making this beautiful cream of mushroom soup. So I have this shiitake mushrooms because it's great for immunity. I have my regular sliced white mushrooms. I mean, what I did is I took a package of the white mushrooms, I pureed them, and I sauteed them with a little butter and heavy cream and a touch of chicken stock, and I reduced that. So I have this condensed mushroom, whatever you want to call it. I have a quart of homemade chicken stock that I made with chicken bones and chicken feet. I have a pint of heavy cream. I have my Kerrygold butter and my King Arthur flour. So the first thing what I'm going to do in this little saute pan is I'm going to take three tablespoons of Kerrygold butter. I'm going to melt that, and then I'm going to take 3 tablespoons of King Arthur flour, and I'm going to make a roux. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I want to get the roux out of the way because, you know, this way it's done. I don't have to fool around with it. But I like to keep the mushrooms whole, you know, after I saute everything. I have my mirepoix. I have a half a red onion, 3 small, medium-sized stalks celery, and 6 baby carrots. I'm going to use a little thyme and a little bay leaf. And I have it right over here. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to add like a pinch of thyme and maybe like 3 bay leaves, okay? So here's the thyme, here's the bay leaves. And now I'm going to make the roux. I got my heavy cream, beautiful. So this is 1 tablespoon of butter. Okay. Whoop. Here we go. 2 tablespoons. Okay. Now I have my saute pan heating up nicely. All right. So I'm going to melt this. Maybe a little bit more. Can't have enough Kerrygold. Sorry. All right. So this is melting very nicely, and I'm going to add the equal amounts of flour to this, and I'm going to stir it until it's like a wet cement. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little butter and a little olive oil. I'm going to saute the mirepoix, which is the onion, celery, and carrots. Once that's cooked, then what I'm going to do is saute the mushrooms because I want to get the flavor out of the mushrooms. All right, and I'll see you in a little while. Okay, so I added the, it's actually 4 tablespoons of Kerrygold butter. I melted that, and now I added 4 tablespoons of King Arthur flour, and I'm just let this cook out a little bit. So you can see, like, this is like wet cement, okay? And that's what we need to get to our consistency for the cream of mushroom. So this is going to be, this is going to taste delicious, especially now on Long Island. You know, it's cold, it's miserable. We have about 40 inches of rain in the past 2 days. So this is a perfect day to make cream mushroom. And what's better than that? Okay, so now the roux is done. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my pot over here. I'm going to add about a ½ ounce of olive oil. Not much. This is 100% olive oil, not extra virgin. Okay, that's perfect. And then once this comes to the temperature, then I'm going to add my mirepoix, and I'm going to sweat the mirepoix to get all the flavor out, okay? And again, I have my quart of homemade chicken stock. And this is looking quite nice, but I can't wait for you guys to taste this. And you make it at home. It's so easy and simple, and everything I do, it's, you know, for you guys so you could do it, you know. And all right. Okay, so now I'm going to add my mirepoix to this olive oil, and I will add a little bit of butter, not much, maybe a teaspoon. Okay, perfect. And I'm just sweating the vegetables. That's all I'm doing. And once these get soft, then I'm going to add my mushrooms and my thyme and bay leaf. And we're on our way to a delicious soup. I will season this. Oh yeah. All right, let me get my sea salt and black pepper. So yeah, see how we're sweating it? Whoop. My paws are always in the way. I wasn't gifted with little pans, you know. Alright, so now it's sweating beautiful. Nice. Okay, so now we're starting to get the flavors out of there. This is perfect. And yeah, now we got the flavors starting to come out, and that's just what we need. You know, again, folks, this is simple cooking, but the end result is going to be absolutely delicious. My chicken stock is seasoned. You know, I always season at the end. Most of the time. Sometimes, you know, I have to cook for older people, and a lot of them can't have salt, so I'll make certain things without salt. It's okay. And you know, sometimes they'll, you know, use Parmesan cheese, you know, to flavor it. Or this has no garlic. I don't put garlic in, you know, cream and mushroom. Doesn't need garlic. Garlic has its place, just like everything else. Alright, so this is coming very good. So I have my shiitake mushrooms, which I love. I love all mushrooms. I mean, you could use any mushroom that you like. And these are sliced. You could puree this if you care to, but when I eat cream and mushroom, I like to have substance in my mouth, and I like to chew. You know, you could puree everything; it's no big deal. But you know, the mushroom, condensed mushroom I made, I pureed the mushrooms, you know, with the heavy cream and the chicken stock, and I just reduced that. So here we go. All right, this is cooking great. So this is going to cook for about another 10-15 minutes, okay? And I will return. All right, so this has been sauteing for about 15 minutes. And now the mushrooms are starting to lightly caramelize because I'm just getting the flavor out of the mirepoix, which is onions, carrots, celery. And now this is coming out. The smell is perfect. Okay, now I'm going to add a pinch of thyme. A pinch, because you don't need too much. This is how much, okay? That's a pinch. Boom. I got 3 bay leaves. Okay, put that in. Now what I'm going to do is add my chicken stock, homemade, which is like, oh my god, it's like, I'm going to add a little water to this because it's caramel, you know, it's you know, the with all the bones and everything, it's gelatinous. Okay, so it's like maybe a cup. I have my condensed mushroom, which I showed you. I just took mushrooms and heavy cream, a little chicken stock. I reduced that, so it's kind of got a little tightness to it. Once this comes to a boil, then I'm going to add my roux, and I'm going to cook this for about an hour. All right, because the chicken stock had cooked for 8 hours, so it doesn't take long. I mean, in 1 hour, hour and 15, man, you got yourself a beautiful soup. So now I'm just going to bring this to a boil. Then I'm going to add my roux, okay? And then I'll finish it off with my heavy cream. And we have a gorgeous soup here. All right, I'll return. Okay, so I brought this to a boil. Took about 5 minutes on high heat. And now I'm going to add my roux. You just take your whisk. And it should be basically perfect amount of roux. And again, I'm going to finish this off with heavy cream. And then I'm going to, you know, cook that for about an hour. All right, so got to whisk in the roux. Should give it the right consistency. I don't want it too thick. I hate, cream soups that are like, you can cut it with a knife. So this will be perfect. And again, it's only going to take an hour. Now, if you don't have your own chicken stock, I use Emeril Lagasse's organic chicken stock for a lot of things. I go through a lot of chicken stock here at home, And I love making stocks. And especially in the winter, it's supposed to be spring right now, but it doesn't feel that way. So that's why this is perfect. Okay, so now the roux is completely dissolved. And you want to cook the flour out of the roux, so that's why it's going to take about an hour. And I got the thyme bay leaf in there. So that'll give this perfect taste. And then I'm going to season it, when it's done. You always got to season. You always got to adjust with cooking. All right, here's my heavy cream, 1 pint. All right. There you go. Nice. Get every last drop. This stuff is more expensive than fine whiskey, you know what I mean? All right. All right, so we'll be back in about an hour. Okay, we're back. This is the finale, the grand finale. Prima mushroom soup. Long Island cuisine. So, I'm going to season it. I just tasted it. It needs a little salt and pepper, all right? To be perfect. Okay, a little black pepper. Yeah, so this is such a delicious soup. I'm telling you, you guys are going to love this. It's just incredible. All right. Let me taste. Always got to taste. So now you got the mushrooms, you got some, it's almost like eating meat, believe it or not. I also have this stuff called, what's that called? Rise. They call it mushroom coffee, but it's so awesome in the morning. It's like, I started taking this, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago. And it's really, 6 different mushrooms, and they have such different values, Yeah. Yeah, incredible. This is a simple, beautiful soup. You make it at home. I did add another 3/4 of a quart of soup, chicken stock, because when you're cooking, you always have to adjust. And once it goes down, reduces, I added more chicken stock. But, oh yeah, incredible. You can have this as a meal, with some good bread. Anyway, thank you for watching Long Island Cuisine. And wants, likes, comments, you want to subscribe, thank you very much for watching. Chef Joe Lester.